and actually
All
got a
right,
pineapple.
good afternoon, traders.
Tiny
Today
pineapple,
is
but I
the
grown
last
a
day of the
pineapple
month.
from-
It's July
I just
31st,
topped a
2025.
pineapple
says
that
we
My name is
lost.
John
Moon.
Carignan.
Peeled
I
back
am
the
the
leaves,
lead
rooted
instructor
it,
here at the BYOB
grew a
Trading Room.
pineapple.
That is the day trading service for the hit and run candlesticks family.
I was there
all
just
right?
a couple years ago.
So let's go see how I made some money
maybe
today. A
4
lot of it was made last night after the earnings, and we gapped up this morning, and of course I took profit right into the gap.
Very,
Well, let's
not at all.
see
what I
what
expected.
Amazon does
643
here.
calls, 0 DTEs,
Very
and all I
60s
did was,
kinda look.
I sold them first thing in the morning. I had some 645, 8 days till expiration.
Come on, Amazon.
Made
Keep it on.
6,800 on those, and you can see I
Something
bought
going
the
for us.
dips and sold the peaks. So I bought the dips; they were calls, and sold
Let's
the
go,
peaks
Amazon.
up here. Okay, buying the dips, selling the peaks,
Yeah.
right up there. Okay, you can
This
see
is the honeymoon
red dots
period.
equal
Yeah,
the
and if you
sells,
guys
the
have any
blue dots
suggestions
were
of,
the buys.
you know,
Okay?
plants and-
even holding
and
some of
those
that
kind of things.
We're in
into
the
the
honeymoon
close for
period.
You
tomorrow.
think I should
All
try?
right,
Let
so
me
we
know.
got some
I am
0
always looking for
DTEs,
new little
Honeymoon period is
640
always
calls.
projects to see
Okay,
if I can do
worked
it.
with those
you
all
know,
day, just buying and selling. the buying
Pull
lows
back
of the
the other
candles and
first
selling the
fight
highs.
over what color toaster we're
Okay,
gonna get.
still got some of those coming into tomorrow. all
Dog,
right?
cat, dog, cow.
No,
I
I
want
don't
a
have
dog.
any
I
of
want a
those
cat.
coming into tomorrow. Okay,
This was
made
a carving and plants at the same time.
2,352
This was before I actually
And-
put the plants in there.
For all,
But-
for all
640
ladies
calls,
too.
1
Yeah.
DTE,
Yeah.
made 2,300.
Um,
Again,
yeah, I look for
selling the highs
all
of
that
those
kind of
candles
stuff
and then
too.
buying the
So
dips,
I'm always
selling the
trying to
highs,
find
and then buying
something
the dips.
like that.
We did not
Here's
have a 10-minute uptrend. If
Here's
it
a
was,
picture
it was
of-
short-lived right through here.
Yeah,
All the
I've always got
10-minute
project
uptrends were
stuff out
short-lived,
there.
few and far between on those 10-minute
This
uptrends.
is a lilac
all right? So that's,
that I found
that's
wild.
it. Didn't have a trend today. I didn't feel like shorting today.
A
Because we're
Butchwood
market
over
is
here
bullish,
growing,
and then we got big cap earnings coming out tonight.
I'm constantly
after the
doing
close,
something.
And
believe it or not, all
we're in a
those are
rocking
still
good
doing
economy.
really well.
I mean, it's not
All are
horrible.
right?
surviving.
So it just I'll just wait
Earnings
till
were good
things
all around. Thank you.
pan out tomorrow.
Here's
and I'll see what's happening tomorrow. But we're in a good economy, so I didn't even bother shorting.
Ponytail plant.
All right, so there's the price action for that. What else did I trade? Traded some
that I've got
QQQ.
going.
All right, let's pull those up on some QQQ.
You can see I've even
made,
got charts on my walls, guys.
on those, made 139K on those.
That's in my office.
Again, those were from last night. Sold them first thing in the morning, as you can see. Good thing I did. Had some puts,
Kissing
had a
and
put
making
spread
love
going
now.
on, and then I reversed the put
counseling.
spread. Made 24K on the long side and lost.
It looks like the
8K
revenue
on the
growth
short
was
side,
plus
okay? You can see right here.
17.5%.
On the long side, bought the low.
Sorry, I missed
and
the
sold the valley. You can see I bought up here and sold
top
into
and
the
bottom
dip
numbers.
right there. Okay,
You know,
On
this is
those
going to be up
puts
tomorrow.
right
You watch.
there. All right,
gonna
and
be
the
up.
other
We're gonna
the other
make some
stuff
money.
on SPY you can
50, here we
see.
come.
$1.33
Folks, I gotta go.
a share.
Those all
revenue
small
of
amounts.
$160.
Have a
$800,
wonderful, wonderful,
$400,
wonderful evening.
$400,
Let's figure out what
$280,
other problems we can solve
$156.
tomorrow.
Okay, you can see.
Tomorrow will be a
all
half
I'm
day
doing
for
is
me.
buying the lows and
It
selling
is
the
Friday.
highs of those.
But I'll see you
Actually, I'm just
No, I haven't
reloading
seen.
those
I
Thanks a
don't
lot,
have.
another
Take
rally
care.
into tomorrow. See,
They're not reporting what
basically,
the
I'm just
estimates
reloading
were.
those. Sold it off into the highs. and
Oh, that's what they
reloading
were
for tomorrow.
expecting. Okay, that's what they're expecting.
Okay, sold onto the highs, reloading for tomorrow. Again, sold the high, reloading for tomorrow. That's it right
But-
there. Okay, so not the only trend today
You
was
can
down.
see
and,
not a whole lot
you had
of
several opportunities to trade it on the
great bullish
10-minute
price
chart.
action
You had
in that so
10-minute
far.
downtrend here, another
Kinda
10-minute
whipsawing back
downtrend
and
here,
forth, a little bit
and then
flat.
another 10-minute
But that doesn't hurt the
downtrend
market.
here. Okay, so you had 1, 2, 3.
Let's take a
you actually
look
had
at
1,
some of
2,
the other
3, 4 chances to trade the downtrend to the
stocks
downside.
out there
Okay,
that
for SPY
have
underneath
reported. We've got
VWAP because it
MicroStrategy.
gapped up, and the low of day
That's
yesterday
trying to move a
anchored
little bit
VWAP
higher
right
here.
Okay, you had 2 chances right there. So price action.
Reddit,
Again, I wasn't interested in
just a
shorting.
tiny little bit higher.
Just the same thing. Looked like the same thing's going to happen today that happened yesterday. Okay?
Roku, nice
they sell
pop
it
on
off and then they
Roku.
buy it all right back up, only to have this gap
Nice
up
breakout there.
right up here. So we'll see
On
what
the daily.
happens today when the earnings come out. I think Apple will probably disappoint. I think Amazon will probably
Wow,
impress. That's
Doing a
just my
rocket ship.
opinion, and
Nice.
it'll probably be the reverse.
Trap
We'll see
long.
what happens. All right.
Really nice looking
All
pattern
right. So
in there
there's
on
SPY. Let's
rocket.
take a look at the
Oops.
10-minute and the 2-hour, and
Sure.
let's take a look and see what we got here. Okay. On the 10-minute, we have a 10-minute
Yeah, keep an eye
downtrend
on
coming
that.
into the close. On the 2-hour, we have a 2-hour
Looking very bullish.
downtrend coming into the close. A weak, downtrend right there. Weak downtrend coming into the close. On the daily chart, okay, new all-time high. Really, but the ugliest candle you ever seen.
LMN
Okay,
getting a nice
It's-
pop
that's
here.
just
Healthcare
today.
sector.
It was just a crappy day. I
Trying to
couldn't
push back
see
up
us
there.
really melting
set
off
itself
that
up.
much, but we got a new all-time high. All right, and yet we got the ugliest candle you ever seen. Okay, biggest red candle I've ever seen
striker.
in a long time. Okay, a long time. Look back here. Not
so
since
good.
this area right here where the whole rally originated. Okay, so price action, new all-time high for SPY. Okay, still in an uptrend. Weekly chart, still in an uptrend. Monthly chart, still in an uptrend. Okay, let's take a look at QQQ.
Let's see what else we got
On the daily
here.
chart, again, new all-time high, but yet the ugliest red candle you ever seen. Okay, QQQ. All right, let's take a look at FNGU. All right, again, new all-time high.
Pushing up here. LPLA.
Again, big red candle. Closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17, and still bullish and in an uptrend. Both of those, all of those. SPY.
So
Okay,
obviously
closing
we're
under
waiting on
a
Apple.
bullish trap, but over the 17.
Apple
Still
is
bullish
not
up
to the
here
bottom
in
of the
quadrant
hour.
lines. Okay, all the way up
Interesting
here at the
that they're
top.
already
Still
pushing
bullish.
up here, though.
Nothing is broken. Okay, for SPY. QQQ, nothing is broken. Okay, still in an uptrend. Okay, FNGU. All right, again, new all-time high. Nothing is broken, even though it's the ugliest candle you ever seen. All right, let's take a look at IWM. All right, IWM kind of falling apart. If we take out this low right here, all right, if we take out that low, what we have is, well, if we take out that low, we will negate the uptrend and convert it into a downtrend. Right now, we're bullish. We're consolidating up at the top of quadrant 3. Actually, we're neutral right here, okay, because we're closing in the middle ground, not in the upper third. Okay,
Amazon
so
resolving
neutral
a
on
little bit lower
IWM.
here.
All
But it
right,
doesn't
still in an
change that
uptrend.
trend
Neutral
or
on
anything.
IWM, but still in an uptrend. See that quadrant 4, all-time high.
Looks like Apple will
not
be
in
the
the upper
decider.
third
And then,
up
of course, we're going
okay?
to try and figure
Neutral.
out what
Diamond
all
Dow.
of this stuff is going to
Diamond
mean
Dow's up in quadrant 4.
with
Lower
the,
high, lower
the
low,
tariff
closing
stuff
under a
beginning
bearish
tomorrow,
trap under the 17
how that's going
EMA.
to affect
Again,
things. And I just
bullish.
don't think we know.
If
So
we take
we're
out that
at
low,
least
that
with
candle tail
Amazon,
low,
we are
okay,
not
that's
seeing
downtrend,
QQQ get the kind
all
of
right,
response
but,
it did.
not
did yesterday.
bearish or neutral until they get below the lower third.
We're
down
actually
there,
seeing
okay?
Meta
Diamond Dow still
after the
bullish,
bell pulling
still
back.
in an uptrend. Technicals looked
and
ugly
Microsoft's
today.
still trying to go
Popped
higher.
out of the buyer's chop zone, straight into the sell zone. Camped out all day in the sell zone. Made a
Nvidia's
couple
still
of
pumping
appearances
higher after the
inside the seller's chop zone. I thought we were going to
So
break
I don't
trend
think
with all that
any
bullishness
damage was done
I
here
saw this morning.
with
Just didn't
Amazon.
happen. I really thought we were going to be up here. Instead, it looks
Apple
like
could be a
maybe
different
this.
story, though.
Hopefully, this is the exhaustion move. All right, so there's T21.
Boot should be
22,
just
T21,
about ready to
23,
report.
selling from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. They're in a downtrend on the 15. They were in a downtrend yesterday on the 15. Okay, they're under the 200 SMA.
Did I say
I would like
First
to
Solar?
see them recover that. We'll see what they want
First
to
Solar
do.
bullish.
All right. on price action for the
Could
3-bar
set up
chart. Same
Nice
product.
bullish trap
Okay,
there.
in an
if that
uptrend.
stays
You got
in there.
a low here, got a higher low, got a high, and you got a higher high. Okay, in order to negate the uptrend, they have
So
to
not
come
really
all the
seeing
way
much
down
happen
here
in
and
there.
take out
But
that low.
either they're late
All right, so
or
it'll be a while before they
not much
do that.
happening.
All right, price action is currently dealing with.
So, any questions? Anything I can help
All right,
you
so
guys
see
with
the
before I go?
crosshairs, I'm going to move over. So we're dealing with, see right here, this peak and this peak right here. Both of those peaks is what we're dealing with. All right. Once we manage to hold the higher ground on top of those, okay, all that's
Well,
left to
seeing
stop
none.
us
Hey,
is
thanks
the
everyone
all-time
for being
high.
here today.
All right?
I appreciate it.
Looking for price.
Hope you
See how it's
have
doing
a
the hook
wonderful
right
afternoon.
here. Like to see it
I'll
recover,
be
like
back
just
here
like they
first thing
did
tomorrow
here,
for
right?
Friday.
Again, we're just dealing with this consolidation right up there. That's
We'll
all
see
that's
where we
left
go
for
from
us
here.
to deal with. We've already broke through this
Thank you,
valley.
Larry.
We broke through
Appreciate
this
it.
valley, and we're just dealing with these two peaks right now.
Y'all take
It
care.
might take us.
Have a
Take
great
us a
one,
week
and
to
I
get
will
through
see
there.
you
We'll
first
see what
thing
happens.
tomorrow
all
morning.
right. Price
Wish you all the
action
best.
is still bullish. All right, and still in an uptrend for T21.23. FNGU gapped up and sold off all day. Okay, so big gap up, sold off, and the bears filled the gap. But still up over the rising 200 SMA. Again, you can see price action consolidating over prior consolidation. That's bullish FNGU. All right, let's take a look at some sectors. We'll start off with XLE. XLE price action, again, making higher lows, all right, and higher highs. So it's in an uptrend. You got consolidation over prior consolidation here. So that's a bullish behavior, all right. So we got consolidation here, and then we've got consolidation on top of it, all right there, all right. That is a bullish behavior, all right. But we're not in the upper third, which is kind of up here, right about there, and we're not in the lower third. Okay, so this would be bearish down here. Okay, and this would be bullish up here in quadrant 4 at the top of quadrant 3. Okay, instead, we're just neutral, all right? We're just moving back and forth, okay? Now you can see every time price gets up to, I'll pan out so you can see it. All right, every time price gets up to this all-time high anchored VWAP right there, okay, they go up and they give it up. See how many times? See, they go up and they give it up. All right, see, they go up and they give it up, go up, give it up, go up, give it up. Okay, so that's not bullish. Consolidation over consolidation is bullish, but we like it when price moves up and then holds that higher ground. That's what we like to see. Okay, not this. All right, go up, give it up. That's just neutral right there. Okay, so price action, okay, is holding this higher ground area right here, but struggling with the all-time high anchored VWAP right there. Okay, you are under downtrend line 1, but over downtrend line 2 right there. So just neutral, all right, not in the lower third, not in the upper third. Still in an uptrend because we're making higher highs and higher lows, okay? So XLE is neutral and in an uptrend. Let's take a look at USO. Let's try it again. All right, USO for candles, okay, lower high, lower low, closing over a bullish trap, over the 17, up here in quadrant 4. That's bullish and in an uptrend. We got a low, higher low, higher low, higher low. We got some highs, 2 highs, and a higher high. So we're in an uptrend. They put in the higher lows. We're waiting for them to make higher highs up here. Okay, so USO, bullish and in an uptrend. UNG, bearish and in a downtrend. Okay, you can see we've got a head and shoulders. Here's your head right here. Okay, so head right there. Right shoulder, these 2 peaks. Left shoulder, these 2 peaks. All-time low, right down here. Okay, we are on our way to visit the all-time low right here, challenge it, and see if we can make lower lows. We'll see. So there's UNG in a downtrend, okay? Why? Because we're making lower lows. See the low? Got 4 lows here. Well, we made a lower low there, one there, one there, and one there today. All right? So lower highs, lower lows. It's a downtrend. You got a bearish head and shoulders pattern right here. Head, right shoulder, left arm. We're looking for the right arm to extend down to where the left arm left off. Okay? UNG, bearish, and in a downtrend. All right, let's take a look at GLD. GLD is also in a downtrend because we got some lows right here. Well, they made a lower low. Okay? Today's candle, not the lower low, but we've got an inside day. That's a lower high and a higher low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17. Okay? Even though we're in a downtrend, okay, we're still, as far as patterns go, we're still up and holding the higher ground. I'm going to pan out here so you can see where we are. Okay, so let's move all the way out. Here's the quad lines. That's quadrant 4. So that's bullish and in a downtrend. Okay, bullish and in a downtrend. All right, and it's been cooling off now for 3 months. All right, maybe this is the wind up to send us up to a new high. We'll see. I would like to see them climb on top of this and begin to consolidate on top of prior consolidation. We'll see what happens. All right, right now downtrend. All right, just technically, but also bullish, holding that higher ground. That's doing the right stuff. Notice it's still up over $300. Okay, it's been up over $300 since, well, end of April right there. Okay, since the end of April, it's been up here holding that $300 mark. Fell out a couple days, but for the most part, that's bullish. All right, but in a downtrend right there. It's in a weak downtrend. Okay, let's take a look at silver. Silver is bullish. It's up here in quadrant 4, so that's bullish. Okay, it's in an uptrend. If they take out that tail right there, like Diamond Dow and IWM had that tail candle right there. If they take out that tail, they will negate the uptrend and convert the downtrend. Okay, right now, they're bullish. They're up here in quadrant 4. All right. They were holding the higher ground up here, but now they seem to have moved up and given it up. All right. So, but they're still bullish right here. They may recover this. Okay. They're in the upper third. Okay. So that's bullish. That is a 13-year high right there. Okay. So still bullish, still in an uptrend. All right. Let's take a look at a few sectors. Start with SMH. All right, SMH, ugly red candle today. Up in quadrant 4, still bullish, still in an uptrend. Okay, if they take out, see this? They take out these lows right here, they'll have a downtrend. Those lows that poke through the 17. SMH, bullish, and still in an uptrend up there. Okay, XLK, new all-time high. Okay. I would say it doesn't get any better than this, all right, but I can't because it would have been nicer to see a red candle where price held up there, okay? Instead, they gave it up, all right? XLK, new all-time high. XLF, price action still up there. Look, quadrant 4, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's bullish up here, okay? All right, we're in quadrant 4, so that's bullish. Notice price action kind of holding the higher ground. New bull flag going on up there, okay? So price goes up. Let's get a thicker line. Okay, price goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back, goes up. It's kind of like the lightning bolt right there. All with higher lows and higher highs. Bullish and in an uptrend, XLF, okay? Just look, about 5 days ago, they put in the all-time high, just 5 days ago, okay? So they're not, things haven't fallen apart yet. But if they do take out that low, okay, they'll still be bullish up here, but be in a downtrend. All right. If they take out, see that tail candle right there? If they take out the low of that tail candle, they'll be in a downtrend, but they'll still be bullish up here in the upper third. Okay. Remember, they're up over prior all-time high anchored VWAP right there. Okay, so there's XLF. All right. Let's take a look at IYT. IYT is in a downtrend. All right, and IYT, why? Because it's not in the upper third. Okay, so this would be upper third. Notice it's not in the upper third. This would be bullish way up here. Okay, that's bullish. So we're in the neutral territory right through here. Okay, this would be bearish. This is quadrant 1. Okay, this is neutral. So they're in the neutral territory, banging on the door of the all-time high anchored VWAP right here. Okay. So I'll zoom out so you can see. Here's the quad lines. There's quadrant 4, 3, 2, 1. We're in quadrant 3. All right, so we're not in the upper third of the quadrant lines. All right, so IYT is neutral. All right, notice did the same thing that some of the others did. They went up and they gave it up. Remember, silver went up, gave it up. Same thing going on with the transports. Going up, giving it up. Silver's still bullish because they're up in quadrant 4. IYT no longer in the upper third or quadrant 4, so they're just neutral. All right, and they're in a downtrend because you see that tail right there below that candle. Well, they made a lower low, so they're in a downtrend and they're neutral right here on the transports. I really thought we were going to have that robust rally. But let me just say, we are setting up that inverse head and shoulders. We'll see what happens. It's a possibility that this is a higher low and they run off and make a higher high. Hopefully that's the case. We'll see what happens. All right, so there's IYT. In a downtrend and neutral right there. John, is the green dots? Yes, my 21 is my 17 EMA. 17 EMA, Mel. Yeah, Q's open today with a downtrend. John was saying. Yeah, Q's jumped right into a downtrend right here. Then they lost it. They did the same thing as SPY. They left off yesterday with a 10-minute downtrend, just like SPY did. Yep. Okay, thanks. Yeah, all right. So that's it for me for today. We'll see what happens. Anybody got the earnings? Nobody? Maybe they haven't announced yet. All right, I'll see you guys all tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and we'll do it again. Thank you so much. Everybody have a wonderful afternoon.